Welcome back to Spend Too Much Diecast. What is going on, crew? Welcome back to the channel. To all my returning crew members, if you are new here, welcome to Spend Too Much Diecast, where we do all different types of diecast unboxings, anything from Hot Wheels, Matchbox, Jada, Fast and the Furious, FanHome, full collections, full sets, all that good stuff. Alrighty, so we are continuing our Fast and Furious build of Brian's Nissan Skyline GTR. Today we're going to be doing issues 81 through 86. So these should be pretty interesting. We're going to be finishing up the door, adding some to the hood. We have some fenders here, so this one should be a pretty nice build today. All right, so right away we're just going to go ahead and get started. I got everything mostly out of the packaging, so we can just get right into this build. So the first issue we're doing is number 81, which is going to be the right door number 5. So this is basically going to be finishing off our other door. In the last video we did finish the left door, and then we started building this one. So now we're going to actually be able to finish this one off. So here are the parts, here are the screws. Let's go ahead and get into this. This one should be pretty easy. I think it's only putting on the inner door panel and then the speakers, and that is about it. Alrighty, so the first step, we're taking the door panel here and the insert, and this just gets basically pushed in. Doesn't get any screws, anything like that. Snaps in, and there you are, which is pretty cool. All right, then the next step is attaching this to the door, which is going to be there. Now, were there 2 sets of screws or just 1 set? I think it was just all 1 set of screws. Yep, so basically it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws on this, and that will be that. All right, and here's putting in the last screw. And again, you are doing plastic to plastic, so make sure you don't over tighten all that good stuff. All right, so there is that step. Next step is then we have the speaker that's just supposed to fit right in there. That popped in nicely. And then you have a little speaker here. That fits in there perfectly. All right, so now we got both doors done. So there we are. Both doors are complete. Everything is good on that end. Now I think we're going to be moving on to doing some fenders and stuff like that. So we will have to get some new parts. There's the speaker. There's the final assembly. So all that is good. All right, so now we're going to be doing issue 82. And of course, you do have these magazines with lots of information. We haven't been going over on those for a while, but here we are. All right, so we have stage 82, which is going to be the hood. All right, so I'm actually gonna skip this step, and you'll see why, because we're gonna have to pull this out at the end of the video to do some other parts. So we're gonna go move right ahead here to the putting on the hinges for the hood. So, and you'll kind of see what I'm talking about later on in the video. We're actually going to do this build not in order of steps, and you'll see why. All right, so this would be for the car. We're going to save that. Like I said, we're going to do that in the other video. Those are CP screws, so we'll put our CP screws off to the side as well. All right, then we're going to go right into here, which we have the hinges for the hood. So it looks like we have the hinge that's gonna fit there, and these are labeled, I believe. That has an R, and that one does have an L, so you do know which ones to put where. And those are gonna get attached with AM screws, which are right here. So we'll go ahead and get this attached, and then we'll come back and see what it looks like. All right, so we got those on there. You can see there is the one side and there's the other side. Again, they are labeled left and right, but they only go on there one way, so it's not that hard. All right, and then it looks like we're gonna be doing the bracket hinge. Again, I think these are labeled left and right as well, so you can only put them one way. So this is right hand, this is the left hand, and this says that it just basically goes like that. So you do want to line it up in the picture. You can see that that is a certain way, and it looks like it goes this way, and then that is going to screw in right there. And there it goes. So that with it tight, you can see that it still moves, so that's gonna eventually attach to the body of the car. So let's go ahead and do the other side. Alrighty, and then we are back, and there it is on the left side and your right side as well. All right, so that is it for the hood. We brought it out for one piece, and I don't think we're gonna be seeing that for a while, so we'll put that back into storage. All right, so now what we're gonna do is, we can either do it two different ways. We can do the fenders first, or we can do the body first. I think we're gonna do the fenders first. So first we're working on the front left wing, or the front fender, which we're gonna be doing, which is issue 83. So let's go ahead and find that one, which is here. We have some screws, and then here is the parts. All right, so it looks like we got 3 parts, this, and then there's a very small badge, so make sure you don't lose that. This is gonna be pretty easy. It looks like we're only putting on 2 pieces, and that is basically this issue, which I get and I don't get. Like, that's the one thing I don't like about these builds, is they could have put a bunch of steps closer together and give us less issues, and it would possibly be a little bit cheaper, but instead it seems like they put as least amount of issues as they can. All right, so that is the piece we're putting on. It's the wing guard marked with the 2 pivots on the wing, and then that looks like there are 2 screws for this one. And again, now you're screwing plastic into metal again, so make sure you don't over tight, because you don't want to split. You don't want to split or crack your plastic. All right, so that was the step. Now it says the next step we're putting on is this GT emblem. Just gonna go right here at the bottom of the door. Make sure everything looks straight and push that in. There is the emblem, and that was your build. So basically 2 steps, and it does look like you can move that around in case you want to get it straighter later. So that is this build. Took a whole less than 2 minutes. All right, and then this is the one I said we're gonna skip. That's body 2. We're gonna put that off to the side quick, and we're gonna do the other fender right away. And it is gonna be exactly the same. So I will go ahead, get this thing put together, and then we'll come back, guys, and we are back. So we did do the other fender, which looks nice. So both fenders are done. And then now we have the body of the car out. Again, the reason I did this last is because we're gonna need this for a couple of different parts. So this was from the other part we're gonna do now. It's adding the sill that's in here. So it looks like it stays there. Then we're gonna have to very carefully flip this over and screw it in from the back side. Now this is what's gonna start getting hard to do on camera, guys, because this car is getting very big and put together. So it's gonna be harder and harder to maneuver it around on the table. But we are getting close to the end. We should be only a few more videos to get this thing complete. Like I said, I have up to, I think, 107 in hand since we had to wait 6 months for that last build. All right, and again, this is plastic, so make sure you don't over tighten it and end up cracking your part. Alrighty, so that was the part that we skipped and now we did, and you'll see why. But there it is. Probably get some windshield wipers eventually to put on there and everything else like that. All right, so now we're on issue number 84, which is the body 2. We're gonna be putting the mount enforcement in here. So this is exactly why I left that step for here, so we wouldn't have to keep bringing the car back and forth. All right, so it looks like there's 2 parts to this with 1 set of screws, so that shouldn't be that bad. We might even have to save another part for something else. All right, so now we are taking the reinforcement. This is going to fit in here. All right, let's check it before we go too far. All right, it does look like that screw hole will match up. It doesn't look 100%, but I think it is doable. All right, and then we're keeping this plastic piece aside for the next build. All right, so then basically we're gonna be on our last part right now, which is basically gonna be doing the other side. So let me go ahead, get all those parts out, and then we'll come back. Alrighty guys, and we are back. So I will say that this one went in a lot more flush here than that side did, but hopefully once everything gets lined up, everything will fit nicely. So we just got the last 2 screws to put in here, and then basically this video will be done, and then we're gonna have to start another one and continue this build, because I am excited to get this thing done, because it has been a long time. So if you guys are enjoying this, definitely make sure you hit the subscribe button, join the Spend Too Much Diecast crew, hit the bell notification, give this video a thumbs up. I do appreciate it. We are putting out a lot of videos, and hopefully you guys are enjoying this build. So there we go. There that is. Eventually these fenders will fit. Oh, look at that. There's gonna be the fender. The door will fit into there. Let's see. So yeah, this thing is definitely coming along more and more. So that will be your door fitting there. And then here will be your fender. Ooh, this build is turning out to be good. So again, thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed this build here on Spend Too Much Diecast, and we'll see everybody on the next build. Bye.